Okay, so it says go. So hopefully we're live here. Hello, everybody. Hope everyone's having a...
Hey there. Hello.
We're here. Hope everyone's having a good Sunday evening or Monday, depending on where you are in the world. Are you ready for some TurboGrafx 16? Because, man, we got some for you. And this first one up, we're super excited. My name's lattmackey. We're going to be playing some Splatterhouse as a race. And joined by the awesome runners, Princess Zaw. Why don't you say hi?
Hello, everyone.
And then we've got dogveloper. Dog, how you doing?
Hey there.
This is great. Okay, Princess, what is actually the real name of this game? I know it's not Splatterhouse. What's the real name of the game?
It's really called Murder Bonk.
So get your Murder Bonk emotes out in chat, okay? Let's play some Splatterhouse. What should we be looking for in this game? Is there anything we need to let the audience know before we actually get going with this thing?
Don't get stuck on the bubble room. Just don't. Only rule about Splatterhouse.
Okay.
And you'll notice a few differences because I'm playing the US version and Dog and Lat are playing the Japanese version.
That is a great point. So you're going to see a version that is not Jason or Friday the 13th, and then there will be the US version, and obviously changed for some pretty obvious reasons. So those are good intros. Anything else? Should we just get going? You want to give it a try?
Let's give it a go.
Ready? Okay. Let's just go.
I'll go ahead and count it off. Here we go. I am on the start screen. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, y'all.
Good luck.
Do not get stuck on the first 5 enemies like I'm doing probably right now.
Folks, if you run Splatterhouse, you know it's all about resetting on the first level. So there's going to be a combination of a lot of jump kicks and slides, and there's a couple different reasons we do that, and a lot of them have to do with going faster and also doing more damage. So hopefully, if we're doing things properly here, you'll see us doing a lot of slides and jump kicks.
And I'm probably like 5 seconds behind already, so yeah.
Should we reset? Is it time to reset? No.
No incidental resets. Or at least I'll try not to.
There is something that's kind of interesting. So on the actual console, on the TurboGrafx 16, you can actually reset on nearly every single game just by pressing the start and select button. But on a TurboGrafx 16, it's called the run and select button. And thankfully, have any of you ever done it in a marathon?
I don't know if I want to jinx myself right now.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, so.
But I reset intentionally. I reset intentionally on a tournament run that went bad.
That's right, intentional. Exactly. Yeah. Reset the temptation. We'll try, you know. So some slightly differences. So this was an arcade game that got ported over to the console, and it's actually a surprisingly faithful port of the arcade version. But in the arcade version, you only get 1 health regenerating after every single level, and in the console, version, you are fortunate enough to get 2 life restored. So you want to try to end every level with like 3 health, so you get full back to 5 health, because it's pretty easy to die in this game. We haven't hit any of the regional differences, I think, yet. Not on level 2. So we will.
Mask color, I guess.
Oh yeah, the mask color. That's right. If anyone was alive or around and actually got a chance to see TurboGrafx 16 in the wild, if you live in the States, this was like one of the games you would definitely show off to your friends, because there really wasn't like a game like this on any of the other consoles. Kind of like this homage to a lot of...
part of the creation of the ESRB rating.
Oh, yes. Good point. This is the reason we have the... One of the reasons we have the ESRB. I'm going to take an intentional death here. Actually, no, I don't need to. Never mind. I'll talk about it. This is the room.
Well, I'm not able to slide on the chair for whatever reason. Come on, chair.
Yeah, I got really lucky on those knives. Just punching knives out of the air.
And I died.
Same here. I died in the room. Look at that. Was that you got through safely?
Yes. The chandelier didn't get me.
That's
so with the slides, that is the main tech for this game. On the TurboGrafx, we have about 3 frames from the ground. that you have to do the command, like hold down and then do the attack. Arcade is like 2 or 1. So if you're not practiced, it's a little bit tough to do it consistently, as it's shown here by my inaptitude to do the thing on the bus.
It's a small window. It's a small window. You know, it's not easy to do, especially in some of the tight corners. And I think the window gets a little bit smaller if the lower the smaller jump you take. So there's not a lot of area you have to be pretty exact with it. Definitely one of the main tech stuff if you decide to run this game, which is it's really fun to run.
I definitely didn't know about the slide. So I had this game as a kid, and I had no idea. I also couldn't make it this far as a kid. I never beat it.
So you had this console as a kid, though. There's just not many people. I mean, did you know any friends that had this console?
Absolutely not. No, no one knew what it was either. When I was like, "Do you want to come play this console with me?" Like, I have no idea what you're talking about. It's like, it's really cool. I promised.
Yeah, Lord, that's happened. I get that story a lot, where a lot of people remember this being this console. If you grew up in the States, you're like, oh, maybe I heard of it a little bit, but then didn't get a chance to play it until as an adult. I was fortunate enough to have one growing up, but I'm pretty sure nobody else had one within like a 100-mile radius of where I live. So who knows?
I found out about this because of the anime. I was playing like Tonma. So yeah, it took me until 2018 to find about this.
Not surprising. Although we did get pretty fortunate. So, the Wii had the virtual console, and there still are a fair amount of TurboGrafx 16 games you can play on it. You can't buy them anymore because the Wii shop shut down, but so that's kind of that was kind of a way to get into the console.
I'm currently on the Virtual Console here.
Yeah, Dog, you're playing on a Wiimote, aren't you?
Yeah. No, I'm playing on the Super Nintendo Mini controller.
Oh, cool.
One.
Okay.
So I don't have to destroy my hands anymore.
For sure. Dog has PBs on the Wiimote, and folks, if you know the D-pad on the Wiimote, it is not the most friendly D-pad known to man. So. Oh man, I can't hear the Gabe audio, so I can't dance. Are you guys dancing with Rick and the?
I am. If you don't do it, it's invalid.
If you decide to speed run this game, this is definitely, yes, as Dog mentioned, this invalidates your run if you don't dance here. Dog flexing with the Wiimote. Yes, he is. He should be. It's amazing that he can actually play with that thing. Speed run with that thing, nonetheless.
It's not that bad. It's so tiny, the D-pad. It's real close, so you don't have to move that much your finger to actually do the slide. So it works for this game exceptionally well.
Big Mike joined us. Absolutely learned some speedruns. It'd be great. There's a bunch of great games that are really fun to speedrun on the console, as you're going to see here over the next few hours.
Right, you're gonna see me sitting here in a cutscene, and there's just gonna be candles floating in the air. So you'll see the difference between this is like a big difference between the two versions. There's actually an altar in the Japanese version, so you'll see that here in a second.
Oh no, I just died on this boss too. Man, okay. Well, as you noticed,
say this.
Yeah,
responding to chat, I'll say this. If anyone can get me a USB adapter and the DK bongos, I will do one of this on the DK bongos.
See, there you go. That might be a first. I don't know if anybody's ever done that before.
Or a DDR pad. I don't know. Can you imagine doing this on the DDR pad?
No. So interestingly enough, the PC Engine was surprisingly popular in Japan, which you've probably heard by now. But there's actually a ton of third-party controllers and stuff and support that came out while the console was, relevant and modern at the time. I'm having the toughest time here.
Yeah, when I started speedrunning, I didn't realize how much pressure it puts on your controller. So after hours and hours of bonk speedrun, my childhood controller definitely gave it up.
It's pretty funny, you know, especially considering how, if for anybody who collects for this console or any other retro console, it's not cheap to find a controller that works too. So
yeah, I have
the
now a
usual
small
route
collection.
is the usual route is to grab like third-party crappy controllers and gut them for your original one. That's the easiest way for fixing.
I feel like that's when you know you're speedrunning, when you replace your first controller. You know, it's a rite of passage.
It was a sad day, you know. I didn't know it was coming. It was not an expected thing.
Especially because it's your childhood one. That's kind of brutal. It was the one you had growing up.
It was a tough lesson to learn, for sure.
So Dog and Za have already made it through the chair room, so they're farther on.
I don't think we talked about the damages in this game.
Yeah.
Punches and kicks do 1 damage. The slide and all the weapons do 2. So not only is faster to slide kick, it's also the optimal way of dealing damage.
Okay, so I'm going to be taking an intentional death here because the speed strat for the boss in this level, it really helps to have 5 or 4 health. Yeah.
I'm going Jennifer with 3 health. Just got a hit on the dog.
There you go.
Before.
Oh, I meant to take a hit there and I didn't. Oops. I will fix that.
I got hit at the very end with
Yeah, at the very end.
Yeah.
No!
So I couldn't do the 1 cycle.
Let's see. Come on, Jennifer, be nice.
So you saw me. Oh, no. I did not mean to tell you to do it, but that's fine. Be nice, Jennifer.
It's gonna be a 2 cycle for me, so yeah.
That is just fine.
I call Jennifer Lady Bear. That's her.
And if y'all don't know, Za has the best names for splits, so
It's great.
Lady Bear. That's a good one. The setup for the game is something about you and your girlfriend kind of get abducted and by aliens or monsters. I don't even know what it is actually at this point, but and apparently she's been, you know, transformed into some sort of monster. Okay, good. So I have a chance here. See if we can see if I can at least try to do a 1 cycle on the boss here. I'm finally at Lady Bear and trailing behind because they always make you want lasagna. Okay, well there you
Part
go.
of the Latte is currently on. You saw on my run the girlfriend can de-transform for a brief second. And it's health based. It's like hard health values. So since the slide kick deals 2 damage, you can do the fight in a way where you get no mid-fight transformations just by counting.
So that's actually what happened to me.
That's easy.
I got hit twice, unfortunately, though, but or maybe it was 3 times. But I actually did get the 1 cycle, so there you go. Now,
they're in G on the boss move.
Taking stage 6 with 3 health is terrifying, but I'm going to give it a try. The reason is you notice there's no checkpoints in stage 6 where Za and Dog are already. So if you die, you go all the way back to the beginning. If you die at the boss or any place like that, and it's pretty brutal.
Oh, that's close.
Did you make it?
I made it.
Okay,
Apparently.
good. Glad.
Stage 6, no damage.
No damage, dang, Dog, nice.
No damage. Very close of getting damaged. I get kicked to the wrong side in one of the bubbles. But okay, I just easily them to a log. Nerf.
So these spawns are all completely like RNG, and the best advice is like just to be aggressive with them. Try to destroy them as soon as they spawn, because then they do all sort of funky things and they become a real big problem. that's happening right now.
Almost got taken out by that last fire log.
I slid into the first fire log.
Ooh, nice.
Those strats.
Oh, jeez. Oh, there's a death. Okay. Right at the boss, I died. Perfect. Perfect timing.
No.
That's the worst,
Oh.
very worst section to die is like the boss on stage 6.
You try to keep things in front of you and stuff like that, but
The whole pattern at the end can be pretty brutal.
thankfully the game does, if you game over, it does have a pretty generous continue for you. But if you're playing it casually, you only get 4 or 5 continues. I can't remember. And that can be kind of brutal if it's your first time playing through the game, because the game can be kind of punishing your first time through.
It's an arcade conversion, so yeah, it's meant to drain your money.
Almost at time here in just a second. And that's time for me.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
GG's.
Yeah, GG's, huh?
Just wait for the laws of control.
Just give me another hour and I'll be right with you all, okay?
Time. GG's.
GG. So, let's see. Stormcrow, 56K, is the current world record holder of the game, and I can't remember exactly what time he has.
Like a 12.
12:51.
Thank you, 12:51. From longtime world record holder Zallard1, who had a 12:50 something, 58, 59 for a long time. And it's been kind of fun to see the time come down. I truthfully, when I started running the game, I thought Zallard was going to hold on to that forever, but Stormy came in and just did some really great work on the game, and a lot of it is execution. There is some RNG there, but this is one of those games where your time will get better as you get better at the game, which is really kind of cool. I know it sounds kind of like no duh, but some games can kind of be brutal on the RNG side of things, and this game has some of it, but as your skills get better, your time really does come down.
This game really has like a flow to it. Like learning that slide flow is really interesting.
When you get the rhythm of this, it's such a satisfying run. It's so smooth. It's great. I mean, it's probably my favorite game to run on marathons, just because of how go it is. In the movement.
I completely agree with you, dog. It's just every time you play it, it's fun. So when you're doing it well, when you're missing those frame windows to hit the slides, that can be a little frustrating. But
I mean, the 1 in 20 rounds that I get past the first 5 enemies of the first stage, then it's a good run.
yeah, I have something like 3,000 attempts in this game, and I'm sure 2,900 of those are resets in the first level.
Yeah, I have about 1,500 on this as well. So.
Okay, we're almost done. This is the final boss. I do love the music here in the final boss. There we go.
The entire game, the music in the entire game, the OST on this is fantastic.
It really is.
And I've grown to love the TurboGrafx sound more than the arcade one. Even though the arcade one is more close to actual instruments.
Agreed.
But on it sounds great.
It's got everything you'd want in a game. It also has the soundtrack, even at the end, almost feels like the end of like a spooky horror film, where maybe all the main characters have got bumped off by some, evil villain or something. It's pretty cool. GG, y'all. Congrats, Zal, on the win.
Thank you.
GG Lat.
Race, y'all. That was super fun.
Way fun. How about we do some quick shout outs here before? First of all, RGL, thank you so much for letting us do all this. This is so much fun.
Thanks for letting us do Splatterhouse in pretty much every event here, all because I guess this is our thing now.
One day I will finish without dying 8 times on it, I promise.
Yeah, but I think it's like the 3rd or 4th time we're doing a race of Splatterhouse for RGL. It's weird. I love this game. I love this game so much.
Give it a try, folks. It's not a very long game, as you can see. 7 stages.
But
it's fun.
It's not a hard run to learn. It's once you get the slide, it just flows.
Totally agree. Dog, if people want to see you, blasting through some of these speed runs or trying stuff out, where can people find you?
twitch.tv/dogveloper. I'm not that active nowadays. I'll be trying to do more streams, but when I go, it's usually retro stuff or retro-inspired stuff.
We were all talking about this before we went live, and all of us have like real-world responsibilities right now. But Za, when you do stream, where do you stream at?
Come hang out with us on Moonland over at twitch.tv/princess_Za.
For one of the best emotes, by the way, in all of Twitch too, just on Za's channel. Just want to give a quick shout out for that. Coming for the F emote.
Thanks, Slat.
No problem. Thanks for letting us be here. And stick around. We got more TurboGrafx 16 coming up right after this.
And the Retro Week just started.